Welcome to the 2024 edition of the Top 10 TNT Fireworks Fountains. Courtesy of the Fireworks Supercenter website, we have prices for everything now, and I'm going to go over my top 10 favorites. Let's get straight into it. And at number 10, I have Eternal Eruption. This is a new fountain for this year and has a 3-minute burn time. It comes in at $29.99, so not a bad price for a 3-minute long fountain in California. Really like the crackle at the end on this one. It's impressive that it's still pretty strong despite how long the burn time is, because usually the longer it burns, the weaker it's going to be. But this one seems like it actually has a decent little mix of effects for how long it lasts. Definitely a good one to add to your show to lengthen it out. Skipping ahead here is the crackle at the end. You can watch the full video if you want to see the full performance of this one. Coming in at number 9 is the USA Rocket Fountain. This one is buy one, get one free for $14. These little guys have been a favorite of mine for a while now. I think they're heavily underrated. The duration isn't very long. They last about 20 to 30 seconds each, but you're still getting about a minute there for $14. And they burn bright, even though they burn short. It's pretty strong crackle on these guys and a pretty nice torch effect at the beginning. Very solid. Coming in at number 8 is Bottle of Sparks. This one is only $8.70 this year, down from $28 BOGO this year, so you're almost saving $6 per fountain and you're not forced to buy two. This one's kind of like the bigger brother of the USA Rocket Fountain, short and to the point, but super strong crackle. It doesn't burn long, but it burns super bright. I'm really excited to try these out in person this year. The crackle on these looks insane. Coming in at number 7 is Crypto. This one was new for last year and is $29.99. Just a really awesome fountain overall. The video speaks for itself. The glitter is beautiful. It's got this really nice swimming snakes effect later on and very strong crackle as well. My only complaint is you can maybe do a little bit better in the value compartment, and that's the reason this one is number 7 on the list. Still think this fountain is definitely worth $30. Really strong crackle, really nice effects, and overall just one of my favorites. I'm going to let the rest of this video play out. You can skip ahead about 20 seconds most likely, and it'll be the next entry on the list. At number 6 is Icebreaker. This is a new fountain for this year and is only $9.99. It burns for about 30 seconds and you're getting this really nice blue nitrocellulose at the beginning. Blue is really hard to find in fireworks. It's one of the hardest colors to produce, so that makes this one that much cooler. The crackle at the end is not really given justice by TNT's video, but I've seen the Mount Magma, which is the red version of this fountain, on some demo videos, and this crackle is actually a lot stronger than it would lead you to believe. For $10, I think this one is a steal. Really excited for this new one this year. Coming in at number 5 is the Fruit Bowl fountains. These come 4 to a pack for $34.99. I have these ahead of Icebreaker because they actually remind me of that fountain a lot. Looking at the two together now, these just come 4 to a pack and you get 4 different colors, and they're actually cheaper per fountain than Icebreaker at about $8 each. You get red, you get yellow, you get green, and you get purple. You can see in the video all 4 are going off at once. You can see how nice the color is, and they have some pretty good crackle as well. Just some pretty nice, colorful mid-show fountains that I think were heavily underrated last year. Coming in at number 4 is the Centennial XL fountain. This one dropped in price from $85 last year to $70 this year, which is a huge surprise to me that we're getting some price drops from TNT. I've always really liked this fountain. I've never had it in person, but this is going to be the year that I try it out. Just a behemoth of a fountain. Overall on this list, it's probably the best performer. Value-wise, you can do better with your duration and bang for your buck. But if you're just looking for a grand finale, this is your best bet here. Awesome effects all the way through. and just really cool that we got a lowered price point on this one. I cut out about 10 to 15 seconds of some filler effects to show you the end here. Just really nice sprays there. You can see how many tubes are going off and just a giant crackle spray. This one will not disappoint if you get it as your finale. Definitely recommend it, especially at the lowered price point. Coming in at number 3 is Wildside. This is another price drop item along with a lot of others that aren't even on this list. Really want to applaud TNT for lowering their prices. This one was $42.99 last year and is now $29.99, which is, I believe, back to where it was like 4 years ago when it first came out. Just one of the better fountains TNT has ever put out. It's reminiscent of Retro, if you've ever heard of that one. I'm sure you've heard of Wildside to begin with if you're into the Safe and Sane fireworks scene. Just really intense crackle all the way through, lots of color, especially towards the end when there's multiple tubes going off. This one gets pretty dang intense. Recommend that you pick this one up, especially if you're on a budget and you want a finale. This can do a pretty solid job, and it's only $30. Coming in at number 2 is Living the Dream. This is a 500 gram fountain and another price drop from $74.99 last year down all the way to $49.99 this year, which, like Wildside, is the same price it was when it first came out years and years ago. Really excited that TNT is lowering their prices like this instead of just raising them again like everybody would expect. This fountain is super intense. You gotta see it in person. It's basically the same as Wildside with the crackle all the way through of color, except it's stronger and lasts 2 times as long. You can just tell by the video the insane height and spread this one gets and how bright it is. When I had this one in person, I was expecting it to be good based on what I had heard, but I was absolutely just blown away by it. Just an awesome fountain, so freaking loud, and I love it. Get it. To absolutely nobody's surprise, at number 1 is the Centennial Fountain. I believe this is now the 4th year in a row that I've given this one the crown. Since 2020, I don't think any other fountain has beat this one with the value and performance that you get. For $20, this one performs well above its size and price. The angled sprays at the end and the crackle are just so sick for a 200 gram fountain. And I don't know if TNT in the near future is going to release anything that comes close to this in terms of the value and the hype that everybody had when this one first came out. Just an awesome fountain, and it's the last on the list. That's all 10 fountains. Hopefully this video helps you put together a shopping list for TNT fireworks this year. I also have budget videos coming out, or depending on when you watch this video, maybe they are already out, but I'm going to be doing videos and having videos on my channel going over $50, $100, $150, $200, etc. Maybe those won't be the exact price points, but something like that. I'm going to be making videos on what I would buy with that budget to help you guys put on the best 4th of July fireworks show. So make sure to stay tuned and subscribe. See you in the next one.